2:40. And we got a 3 a.m. appointment, so get checked in. All right. We are officially in the gates, which is good because when we got here earlier, we tried to get in through the gates, and they said, come back at 2:45 for your 3 a.m. appointment. I'm like, man, that's cutting it close, right? So he told me to come up here, park in the middle, and call this number that he gave me, and then, you know, they would guide me the rest of the way, he said. Alright, so let's call this number. Alright, so you come over here, you park, you call this number, you wait on hold for like 10 minutes, and then they do the same thing that the guy at the guard shack did. Truck number, trailer number, PO number, name, and then she's like, and just to verify your phone number. I said, yeah. And then she's like, okay, be on the lookout for a text message for your door assignment. Once you get a dock, you can back into it and then take your paperwork over to the receiving office. So it's like 3 separate different check-ins. I don't know, kind of silly, but they're gonna text me a dock number at some point, and then and there's other trucks that have been sitting here waiting, so I guess they're probably waiting for dock assignments as well, and then they're gonna put me in a dock, and then anyway, and then then it'll be like the same thing. They'll call when they have a lumper fee total, and then I've got to pay the lumper fee via some form of payment. So I'll call the broker and have them get me a money code of some sort. It looks like they accept ComCheck, EFS, InstaMoney, US Bank, and T-Check. So if you don't know what those are, it's some silly trucking thing where they like issue these like cashier's checks basically that we have to take possession of, even though we don't actually owe anyone money in this situation, but we have possession of the goods, so we have to be the ones to pay for the removal of goods off the truck, even though we could do it ourselves, but they won't let us do it ourselves. So we have to pay them, and we have to pay them like physically. Us have to like hand them a check or give them a code, but someone else is the actual payer, because why would we pay for something when we have nothing to do with it? It's really dumb. But anyway, so that's what we're doing, and we'll see how long this takes to get ourselves a dock number. I just got a text message, so I don't know if it's like because all it said was thanks for checking in, so I think it might just be like a we'll get you your dock number soon type of a text message. But I'll check that and see if we have a dock, and if we do, we'll get into it, and we'll see how long this takes. I'll catch up with you guys once we actually get unloaded and start heading to our next stop. All right, it's starting to rain on us, but we got this load off. It is it's 6 a.m. so I got a pretty good nap in. And well, it's on to the next one, man. We got 2 more stops to go. All right, we're just headed down to Valdosta now. So from Columbus, Georgia, basically down to Valdosta, Georgia. It's about a 3-hour drive, a little over 3 hours. And we have a 10 a.m. appointment over there, and it's 6:30 something. So it's going to be a little bit of a tight window over there. ETA right now says 9:40 for a 10 a.m. appointment. So don't have a lot of wiggle room for morning traffic, morning commute, anything like that. So we'll just keep on headed on our way, try and get there as quick as possible, considering you know how long they took over there to unload us at that place. Which actually, I read some really bad reviews. So I was thinking, it may have pushed me even later. When I hadn't gotten my paperwork yet and it was 6 o'clock, I just kept setting my alarm for every like half hour just to make sure I didn't sleep through like a text message or a phone call. I had everything turned all the way up so that if they did text or call, I could wake up. But depending on where I'm at in my REM cycle, I might need a little more persistent, alarm to wake me up. So I just kept setting my alarm for every hour, 5 o'clock and then 6 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, I went, uh-oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it to my next appointment. And then the guy came and knocked on my door right after that and said, "Hey, have you got your paperwork yet?" I said, "Nope." And he said, "All right, I'm going to go check on it." And then they called like I don't know, 2 minutes later. Said, "Hey, your paperwork's ready, come get us." All right, cool. So, all right, we're gonna just head on over to Valdosta. I'm still waking up from my nap, but it was a good nap over there. Before we went in, slept pretty good, and then slept pretty good after I went in and got the dock too. So, all in all, not a bad stop, considering it was basically an overnight delivery. So anyway, get on our way and catch up with you guys when we get to Valdosta. We got in over here. We got checked in at PFG Reinhardt Foods in Valdosta, Georgia, and it's quite the thing. I have my pallet, the rearmost pallet had a box collapse, and it wasn't wrapped very well, so it looks like they're gonna have to do a restack. So they gave me an initial lumper fee of $216. So I just went and told her, I said, "Hey, it looks like there's gonna be a a complete restack on one of the pallets. You know, do you think that's going to change my lumper fee? And she said, I'll ask my guy. And I said, okay, well, just let me know. Like, I'll wait for your go ahead for what, you know, for how much the lumper fee is going to be. So. All right, so they told me the original lumber fee, which was kind of high for the amount of pallets it was, but nevertheless, they kept the original lumber fee that they gave me, even though the back pallet fell over. The issue I'm having now is they require a physical check at this receiver. The only physical checks I have, so I do carry physical checks for just this occasion. I have an EFS check. So I have an EFS check. Thank you, Mr. Dan Salas, my friend from way back in the day. We worked at Burger King together, and I saw him in Livermore, California, like a year ago, and he gave me a stack of EFS checks because that's how he rolls. He's that kind of guy. But anyway, so I have these, but the broker uses com checks. So the broker's calling me now because basically he's gonna see if they can even give me an EFS check number. So let's see. All right, so they only give com checks. I only have an EFS check. I saw a guy walk over and get a check from the truck next to me, so I hopped out and said, hey, can I get one of those too? I said, is that a com check? He goes, no, it's a T check. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, yeah, broker only uses com checks. So I had to give that one back to him. And I just went down the line and started asking all the trucks, like, hey, you got a com check? And then I found one guy, so thank you, Mr. Guy in the Kenworth with the white, with the red and black striping, because, yeah, his dogs almost tried to get me when he opened his door, but he had a com check for me. So now I have a com check. I'm waiting for the money code from the broker, and then I can pay the lumper fee and get the heck out of here. And then we'll be on our way, and we'll be we got one more stop up in Douglas, Georgia. And you know, this load wasn't half bad, man. It ended up being, it was more miles than I thought it was going to be when I originally booked it, but it's still going to be over $350 a mile. Now we're in a crappy market down here in central Georgia. We're in southern Georgia now, but we're going to go up into central Georgia here pretty quick. I don't know if they call it central Georgia. That's just, to me, that makes sense because it's like not, like Savannah's kind of like coastal Georgia, and then you got Atlanta's kind of like northeast Georgia, Valdosta's southern Georgia, and I'm going north of Valdosta. So Douglas, Georgia, that's where I'm going to be at. And then anyway, I'll catch up with you guys once we get this thing paid and get the heck out of here. So just waiting on the money code, and then I'll run the check in there, and shouldn't be too long after that. Seems like they're getting people in and out over here. All right, we went in and paid our lumper fee, and now we are free to go. Free to go. I'm gonna go remove the chalk, close the doors up, and we got one more stop to go. So it's about 50 miles away, I think that's what I saw. Was it 50 or 80? I forget. I guess I shouldn't say things that I'm not 100% sure of. But that's called being a YouTuber. You always talk out your butt. Never know what we're talking about. All right, so it's 60 miles, not 50, not 80, 60. And we got just a little bit of stuff left to deliver to this last stop, and then we got to take at least 3 hours off. In order to get some more time back on our clock if we're going to get a load this afternoon. But I don't have anything booked for this afternoon yet, so basically once we get over here, I'm going to start trying to book a load, and we'll see what happens. But whether it's for today or tomorrow, I got to get a load that gets out of here. and gets me down the road. So I will, we'll just head over to this last stop in Douglas, Georgia, and be keeping my eye out for somewhere where I can park the truck and get something to eat. But if I don't find anything, then we'll just find something closer to the delivery. I don't know. Figure it out. We'll figure it out. But I'm starting to get a little hungry, and we got time. We got 2 p.m. appointment, and it's only 11:30. So, like I said, it's 60 miles away. So, anyway, let us get down the road. Catch up with you guys in a little bit. So, on my way from Valdosta up here to Douglas, I'm retracing the exact steps I took when I delivered a load down to like Lake City, Florida, or something like that. I think that was where I delivered, and then I came up here to like Valdivia or somewhere close to that, Vidalia, something like that, for the load of onions up here. And so, yeah, I've been on this road before. It's kind of fun, to be honest. I like this road. It's a little narrow, but it's not too narrow. It's got quite a bit of road crowning on it. So you're constantly trying to fight it from wanting to go right. But other than that, I like this drive. It's just no stop signs or stoplights. Just a 2-lane highway that just keeps going for days. So anyway, we got 20 miles to go. So I'm gonna catch up with you guys when we get over there. Shouldn't be too long now. About, I don't know. Well, 20 miles till our next turn, but it's only about 24 minutes away or something like that. So shouldn't take long. All right, we made it over here. I stopped and got some lunch, so it's about 1 o'clock. So we're about an hour before our appointment time. I'm gonna run in here and see if we can get a dock and get this thing empty, and then start hitting the load boards. We'll see what's up. All right, I got checked in. He told me to pull over here and wait, and basically that he would call me. But I can tell all these guys are coming back from their routes, all these route drivers, and they're backing into docks, and there's only like 3 outside carriers in these first 3 docks over here, the red one, the white one, and then the white one that's pulling out. And then we got this guy, and then the white truck across the way, the white Peterbilt, and then me. So my 2 p.m. appointment, probably I won't see it until 2 p.m. I won't see a dock until 2 p.m. most likely. But that's okay. Looks like they just told this guy, like, hey, just move into that dock as soon as that guy moves out. Because as soon as that guy came to his truck, this guy started it up, and he's trying to get situated. Cool. Anyway, we'll see how long this takes. All right, I got in the dock. So I went ahead and hopped on, well, I've been on the load boards, but I went ahead and started looking to see what loads might be coming out from around here today. I am gonna have time, so I figure like once I take 2 hours off here, I'll finish my 2 hours. I'll get time back after, because that'll complete a sleeper berth split again, and then I'll just do another 8-hour break tonight and just continue doing the sleeper berth split thing, back and forth, 8 and 2, 8 and 2, 7 and 3, whatever. And so anyway, so I booked a little load. It just goes from over here in this part of Georgia, like southern Georgia. I gotta go pick it up in Douglas. Not Douglas, I'm in Douglas. Alma, Georgia. And I'll go from Alma, Georgia to Atlanta. So back to just staying right here in Georgia. It is 212 miles. So I'll do that, and it has a 7 a.m. delivery tomorrow morning. So like I said, I'll just make it happen, Captain, and keep the truck moving. And you know, in lieu of good rates, you know, you can just run these little short hops and just keep the truck hammered down. And you know, anything long coming out of Georgia sucks, but the stuff that's in state is not so bad. Like it's gonna be by the time I get done, you know, with the little bit of deadhead I got to get over there, because it's like whatever, like 50 miles, so like 260 something miles. It's gonna be right at like $3 a mile, basically. So we're doing okay. I just needed to keep the truck moving. I had to come up with something, because I didn't want to sit here until tomorrow and then try and find something tomorrow, because there's a lot of stuff moving for like $1.25 a mile out of Georgia right now. Reefer loads going up to the good markets like Wisconsin and places like that. So I'm not getting out of a bad market. I'm not headed to a good market, but I am getting a decent rate per mile, and I'm not really losing a day, because I'm gonna do it tonight, and then tomorrow will be a new day. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just like squeezing in an extra amount of revenue for today, and I'm okay with that. So we'll keep on getting unloaded here, and now we got to kind of hustle to go make our pickup over there, and yeah, just stacking loads, man, just stacking them up like lawn chairs. All right, yeah, let's I'll catch up with you guys once we headed that direction and we are free from this dock, which we're not free from yet. We're coming into Alma, Georgia. It was only 25 miles away, 25 miles from where we were, and there's no interstates out here for a while, so we were just on some 2-lane highway for a little bit, some 4-lane highway, some bypass roads around the towns. Like, you know, we're doing our own thing over here, doing our own thing. But okay, trucks east 32. No through trucks going straight ahead, so we gotta make this right-hand turn. But this is actually where we're picking up anyway, so it's all good. It is all good in the hood. I hate those kind of turns where you got like the little triangle thing on the turn. It keeps you from being able to like take it too wide, and you gotta like kind of diagonally slice through that little turn lane. Really bothers me. Really bothers me. But here we are. We're at the shipper, and we'll come in here. I'm gonna go in this second exit so I can back into the dock. The correct way. I don't know how to say that. All right. Cool. I'm gonna go over here and get checked in, and we'll see about how long this takes to get loaded up and trucking. We'll see. Dude, that was really close. I might be a little paranoid. All right, even though I know I didn't scrape on the way in, it's still kind of scary. Although, well, I did scrape just my, not my truck though, just my trailer skirts. Skirt. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, sometimes driving a cool truck isn't all it's cracked up to be. Isn't all it's cracked up to be, folks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to flip around right here, but all right, we're gonna I'm gonna close this up. See if I can get out of this guy's way a little more, and then I'll close up my trailer, and then I'm gonna get down the road. Yeah, I'll tell you guys the conversation I just had with the broker once I do that. All right, so the broker on this one is a mega brokerage, and they, you know, a kid called me and said, hey, the broker wanted me to tell you that instead of 7 a.m., your appointment's actually at 5 a.m. And they do have overnight parking. And I'm like, okay, it's a Costco. I've never been to this Costco, but Costco never has overnight parking. That's just not how they roll. And I don't believe him that it's a 7 a.m. That's a 5 a.m. appointment. I think it's a 7 a.m. appointment, and he just doesn't want me to be late, because I went and read reviews, and it is a busier whatchamacallit, Costco facility. So sometimes, like, there's people with reviews on there where they said they waited in line to get in for an hour. So he's just trying to make sure I'm there early enough that I don't get, you know, that I don't miss my appointment. They're really worried about this load in particular. So I don't know if they've like messed up with this customer before and now they're like on thin ice, but they've called me like 5 times since I booked this load, and it's a 200-mile load. Like it's really not a big deal, but really like worried about this load. So it's all good. I don't mind giving them updates. I don't mind all that, but I sure hope he's not lying to me. I did read some reviews, and it's all mixed reviews. Some of them say they're like has overnight parking, and the other people are like no overnight parking, and then other people are like has overnight parking, and other people are like no overnight parking. And then one person said has overnight parking if you're if you have an appointment before 8 a.m. And I'm like, okay, like is that like is that real? Like, so I think I might go over there and try and see if I can get in tonight. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I kind of need to bathe myself though at some point. So anyway, yeah, I got 6 hours of drive time left because I'm doing a sleeper split, so I got plenty of time. It's a 4-hour drive to get over there, give or take, a little less than 4. So that's what I might do. I might go and yeah, I think I might go and try and hit up. There's a Pilot, like not that far from here. I think I'm gonna go and hit that up, take a shower, maybe grab some dinner, and wait for Atlanta traffic to kind of die down. Although Atlanta traffic's gonna be all leaving Atlanta, so maybe it won't be so bad. But yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I'll get down the road and then I'll fill you guys in on what I decide to do. Okie dokie. All right, we're cruising. I don't really even know where I'm at. Little Ocmulgee State Park. Ocmulgee. I really like this area of Georgia though. It's all state route highways. There's no interstates around for like quite a ways. So you end up just out here on all these back roads, and you know, there's a Swift truck up there. I'm not alone. That's the only time I start feeling weird on on a country highway is if there's no other trucks on it. I start feeling like, wait, did I make a wrong turn? Am I not supposed to be on this road right now? but I really enjoy this. This is my second time kind of driving in these parts. Last time I took a different route though. This is a new route, and because I was leaving from Alma, Georgia, it ended up being a different route. Last time I went from Uvalde up through like Vidalia and went up to the interstate. I forget what interstate it is, 19 or something. But yeah, this one is. I mean, I've transitioned to like a bunch of different highways over the last, like, I don't know, 30 miles or so, 40 miles. It's been all just taking this highway to that highway and turning right inside, you know, at this town and turn left at that light. And I don't know, it's fun. It's fun trucking. This is good. This is good trucking for me. I enjoy it. Passing on your left. Yeah. So anyway, we'll keep on getting down the road. It'll be dark next time I catch up with you guys. And yeah, see if we can get into Costco tonight and call it a night. That's the next plan. I'll stop and grab something to eat, maybe take a shower, but you guys don't need to see any of that. This video's been long enough. It started a long time ago, so we'll try and check in over at Costco and we'll see what happens. All right, you know what? I said screw this, and I came over here. There's a Pilot over there. I don't know if you can see. That's a Pilot, and we're next door at this little truck lot. I had to pay to get back here, but you know what? We're 2 hours away from our delivery in the morning, and I didn't really want to get any closer without knowing for sure that I could get unloaded. So we're going to tuck it in early. I'm going to go to bed, and yeah, this is gonna be the end of the video because I'm just gonna go and make my delivery first thing in the morning. They said it's at 5 o'clock now, so I guess I'll go at 5 o'clock, and it's starting to like rain, like legitimately rain. Ah! That's a downpour coming. What the heck? What is going on here? I was just minding my own business, recording, you know, recording my outro. I didn't even get a chance to say my spiel before you guys, before I got rained on, man. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. All right, yeah, so this is, basically, they told me 5 a.m., so I'm gonna show up at 5 a.m., and if they screw me over, they screw me over, but, you know, whatever. I'll just show up there when I show up there. So I'm gonna be waking up at 2:30 in the morning, but I'm tired, so it's good to get in here and get some sleep. So love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next load.